Hi, I'm Simone. I'm the Zen Mommy, and I'm here to help you with your spiritual awakening and ascension. And today I want to talk about mediumship. Mediumship is another one of those topics that's very taboo for me. And because of my Christianity, religious upbringing, I believe that in my belief system, I believe that communicating with spirits was a sin unto death. It was wrong. And there were several scriptures that were always thrown out. Necromancy, proclaiming to talk to the dead, and what was the other one? The spirit of divination. And so, because of because of those scary scriptures, those are things that actually now, after my spiritual awakening, are kind of holding me back. After you awaken, you start to awaken psychic abilities. You start to awaken spirit communication. So believe it or not, speaking to your higher self is speaking to a spirit. Speaking to your own subconscious is speaking to a spirit. Speaking to your spirit guides, of course, obvious, speaking to a spirit. But what about speaking to the dead? Speaking to the dead is a spirit. Well, this topic is very, very confusing for me, as it's a lot that I don't understand about it, and it's a lot of it that seems just like kind of scary, and when you start to awaken to all these spiritual matters and topics, you hear so much, you know, and I say this time and time again. Take what resonates with you. If you start to get overwhelmed, just back up for it. You don't have to resonate it with it right now, but if it's something that you're meant to resonate with, it'll start to slowly come, and you'll start to slowly accept it and see it for what it is. Well, that's what started to happen with me in mediumship. Now, first of all, let's debunk the Bible, the Bible's theory on how communicating with the spirits is wrong, or the dead is wrong. Now, my biggest fear is talking about this. Like, it's been a while. I've wanted to talk about this subject. And, in my church, I can't help my ego, my mind keeps thinking that, gosh, they're going to see this and they're going, oh, yep, we knew it. She's communicating with spirits. She's blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know what? I need to let go of those ideals and those things that are holding me back. Because from the way I see it now, a lot of that programming from the collective conscious and from the ego, it is designed to hold you back. Now, Simone, how can you say that? It's in the Bible, right? Well, that's why I'm about to debunk this for you right now. So now, remember Jesus, yes, the Christ. Jesus, there was a point where he was up in a mountain, and I believe there was two apostles with him, or disciples. I'm not sure if they were apostles yet. And they looked up, and he was communicating with Moses and Elias, and they saw him, and they were like, should we make camp, for them too? Okay, so Jesus lived a life by example. He lived an ascended life. He showed us that we can transcend this consciousness, okay? He did it as an example. And so now he was on a mountain communicating with the dead, okay? So now, why does the Bible conflict itself? Why are there scriptures that says, I suffer not a witch to live? You have to understand that this is where people, they all just, they take the Bible for face value. You don't question it. You don't realize that, look at our times now. How many people around you in the world that you just trust for face value? So you're telling me just because someone wrote a scroll a long time ago that this is the law and this is how it goes, even if it contradicts itself in the same book? So now you have to start thinking about these people who wrote this Bible. They were in their own belief systems, okay? They had their own, they had their own inner universe, their own timelines they were working through. And so this stuff, inspirational as it is, as we would need it for history inspiration, it's also, you have to also understand that people have their own mind and their own egos and their own belief systems. And see, if you go back to tribal consciousness, a good way to control the masses is through religion. See, once you start to open it up to spirit guide communication, to spirit communication, you open up the door to the unknown. You begin to get knowledge that the preacher didn't teach you. Okay, you begin to get knowledge that your school teacher don't know about. Okay, you begin to get knowledge that your parents was too close-minded to check. And see, as you begin to get that knowledge resonates, and you start to have freedom. You start to realize who you truly are and wonder, why are they holding me back? And say, this is awakening. Okay, so once you awaken, especially if you're awakening out of religion, you just got to get to a point where things, see, I think about Apostle Paul. Okay, Apostle Paul was against the church. He was like stoning the apostles, persecuting the church, and he was deeply involved with the whatever religion that he was in that was against the Christianity religion. And it wasn't Christians then. That's something we created way after Jesus was dead. But and then one day he heard a voice. Why hast thou persecuted? He heard the voice of God. And guess what? He abandoned that belief system and switched his belief system. Okay? This is the same thing that happened to me. Okay? One of the things that was holding me back was my belief system in Christianity. It's filtered, it's laced with all these limiting beliefs. And I remember at that moment, I was at the beach admiring the ocean and meditating on the beauty, and I heard my spirit say, you have to abandon all of your beliefs. And the one thing that was holding me back was my religious beliefs. And at that point I was like, no, Jesus Christ is Lord. I can't abandon everything I've been taught. And it's so hard, because you see, a belief system wouldn't be a belief system if it didn't feel real. See, the thing is, we're the creators of our reality. So if you believe in angels, demons, that's true for you. If you believe in heaven and hell, then you're going to go to one of those places. And so you have to understand that you are the creator of your reality. Okay? God made you in his likeness and his image. He was a creator. You are a creator God. So you can at any time change your belief system. No, it's not easy. You have to go through a whole process of letting go, of battling with the ego and things trying to hold you back. But see, these are belief systems, thinking that it's wrong to speak with spirits or to communicate with the dead. This is a belief system. And so today I wanted to talk about mediumship and breaking those belief systems. Also, I did an interview last night, and we ended up talking about mediumship. And you know what? I'm going to post it on here, because you know what? I'm going to share my experiences on how I came to find out that mediumship, it's hard for me to even say I'm a medium. Not that I plan to be it or anything. It's hard for me to even say it. You see that belief system holding me back right now? So in this video, G-Man interviews me, and I tell him my first experience on how the dead tried to communicate with me. And let me tell you something. I was scared. And I didn't want to talk to the dead, okay? Because everything a necromancer proclaimed to speak to the dead, I automatically aligned that with evil and demonic and spirits, right? And so that belief system right there was one of the many belief systems that was holding me back. And so I'm going to share this with you. I'm pretty sure he's going to give me that video today, and I'll upload it tomorrow or tonight. And check it out, because you know what? It's really deep, the experiences I had that led me to realizing that I had these abilities to communicate with spirits. Okay? Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.